Monica Miller, who was with us last month talking about this outrageous situation in Michigan, where they're finding babies in the dumpsters and all kinds of records and HIPAA violations and all this stuff. And we always tell everybody, keep us posted if something changes. Well, she kept us posted.
That's right.
And Monica's back with us. Hello, Monica.
Hi, good to be with you guys.
Nice to have you with us. And just yesterday, we got a lot of good news. Tell everybody.
Oh, I'm flying. This is 21 months' worth of effort that has come to the best possible conclusion it could have come to.
Well, tell us what happened.
Well, the Attorney General of Michigan, Bill Schuette, closed two abortion clinics here in Michigan, women's choice clinics, where abortions were performed through the 24th week of pregnancy. And it's the consequence of our pro-life activism. When we, first of all, I should say, a Lansing activist, Chris Veneklaus, back in February of 2010, so that's how far back this goes, searched the dumpster used by Women's Choice in Lansing, and he discovered the remains of 17 aborted babies thrown away in the trash. The mothers' names were on the bags, the Whirl packs that these babies come in. And as a consequence of that, I teamed up with him for numerous subsequent trash dumpster searches, and we were coming up with medical waste, lots of patient records. So we started to preserve everything, catalog everything, photograph everything, and then finally we approached the Eaton County Sheriff's Department. They were very eager to do their own independent investigation, which they did, 4 months worth of their own trash dumpster searches. They came up with even more stuff, and in terms of patient records, they came up with the mother lode. It was outrageous what they found. Wow. We went to the Attorney General's office, and when the Attorney General was doing its own research and investigation into the goings-on with these clinics, they found out that the clinics were illegally incorporated. That was a good thing and a bad thing. The bad part of it is that because of the illegal incorporation, they actually could not charge the abortionists with the dumping of the patient records. I know that sounds ludicrous, but there was nobody to charge because there was no physician as part of the incorporation. Nobody was responsible for anything.
Oh, yeah.
So, it was outrageous. We waited a full year for the Attorney General to finally go after them on this faulty, improper incorporation. And God bless them, they did. They finally followed through. I don't mind saying there were times when I thought nothing was going to happen. Frustration was the only thing that I was experiencing for literally almost a year. But they did it, and the best possible outcome that the clinic owned by these two clinics, because there's the clinic in Lansing and then there's the sister clinic in Saginaw, owned by Richard Remond, they saw the handwriting on the wall. They agreed to shut their clinics down, and that happened yesterday in Eaton County Court. The judge signed the consent orders, and the Remonds are forever barred from reincorporating any medical facility in the state of Michigan for the rest of their lives.
Nice.
Fantastic.
So we lost two abortion clinics yesterday.
And
two abortion clinics no longer exist in the state of Michigan, right?
That's great.
Well, Monica, congratulations. I know, we've had you on here before, and you've been working on this for a long time,
right.
and whatever little help we were able to give you, I'm just real proud of you.
I'd like to send people over to our website. We've got the whole thing right there on the home page. It gives a lot of details of how we did this. So that would be prolifesociety.com.
Okay, we'll put that up on the screen as we've done before, so people can go there. But anyway, congratulations, and now, Monica. Take off the next couple of hours and then go find another one.
All right. I'll try a couple hours at least.
Okay.
This reminds
Thank you, Monica.
God bless you guys.
This reminds me of our project down here in Texas. Remember, we went through the trash and found all sorts of biohazard waste, aborted babies, HIPAA violations, and we brought it before the Texas Medical Board, the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, and that investigation is about 8 to 9 months old. And so we expect to see some disciplinary procedures, some closed abortion clinics, lack of funding, et cetera.
I was talking to Carol Everett about that just 2 nights ago.
Great. We're very excited about some of the things.
She's really pushing that, and we got some other projects that, matter of fact, I want to talk to you about with Carol.
For people that may not know, what is supposed to be done with the aborted babies if you don't put them in the dumpster?
Well, you're supposed to. Every state has medical guidelines for the disposal of medical waste, and that's what they're called, unfortunately.
Right.
They're babies, but they're called medical waste. But it costs money to do that, and these people aren't going to spend money, so they just dump them. And like when we went up there and did that walkthrough in that facility
Right.
in Kansas, and you could smell the dead babies in the drain.
It's horrible.
It was horrible when we went in there. And we did that. We got that whole segment that we did on Life Talk showing that walkthrough of that place.
Right.
You wouldn't. I wouldn't take my dogs into a vet clinic that was bad. That was that bad. But you know what? A veterinarian would never allow his facility to be that nasty.
Nor would the authorities. They
Right.
have to meet more
They'd go
better
in, yeah,
standards.
they'd put them in jail. But anyway, we got people out there on the front lines, doing like what Monica's doing.
The best part of Monica was persistent. She
Yeah.
didn't give up.
Right.
She talked about those times she felt like it.
Yeah, I've
That's
talked
nothing
really
was
the key
going
to
on.
pro-life activism. It reminds you of the
Whatever
parable,
you're doing.
The parable
Right.
of the persistent widow. Keep knocking, keep asking, and even judges that don't fear God and don't care what people think will actually do what you ask them to do because you're being persistent.